Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
George moves slow. Ali gets the first punch in. Looking to drop that left hook. Zaire, Africa. That punch did no damage. That one did. There's a real strong right hand just underneath the heart. And Muhammad Ali runs a straight left jab. 4x4. Has Ali in the corner. Ali dances back. Hangs on. What a tremendous.
Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., now known as Muhammad Ali, is considered one of the greatest professional boxers in history. His career flourished despite the racial barriers and obstacles that he faced, of which includes his refusal of the Vietnam War draft. By refusing to fight in the Vietnam War, Muhammad Ali displayed his leadership as he opened the door for anti-Vietnam supporters to voice their opinions, preserved through the opposition he encountered, and exchange beliefs with the American people. After World War II, the French began to try and re-establish their control over the countries of Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. They soon faced a defeat, and Vietnam was split into Communist North Vietnam and a non-Communist South Vietnam by the Geneva Accord of 1954. Many believed in the domino theory, and when John F. Kennedy finally became president, he refused to withdraw from the war. President Kennedy increased American aid when Viet Cong guerrillas weakened the southern Vietnam government. Despite the turmoil and obstacles, Muhammad Ali's career strengthened when he won the heavyweight title in 1964. However, his career would become jeopardized when the draft began to be enforced. His career as a professional boxer led him to win the light heavyweight gold medal in the 1960 Summer Olympics in Rome, Italy. He also made his debut boxing match the same year on October 29th against Tony Hunsaker. One of his most famous fights was against Sonny Liston on February 25, 1964. This anticipated fight was a huge achievement for Muhammad Ali. The underdog everyone was counting on kept his word and won the heavyweight title at 22 years old. Shortly after his win, Ali announced that he would be converting to Islam and taking on the name Muhammad Ali. The press went crazy the day Muhammad announced his transition, and many immediately began to criticize him. He continued to face opposition, however he held fast to his beliefs despite the opinions of others. Ali would be faced with similar and more intense opposition when he refused induction to the Vietnam War in 1967. Due to his transition to Islam, Ali refused to be drafted and riled up those that opposed to support the Vietnam War.
His refusal led to the loss of his heavyweight title and a trial to determine if Ali would face prison time. The New York Boxing Commission, the World Boxing Association, and the Texas Boxing Commission withdrew their recognition of him as a champion. Yet again, Muhammad Ali held fast to his decision by stating,
"Mosques set up in the major prisons throughout the United States. In the prisons."
Shortly put, are the black Muslims taking you for a ride?
I said not black Muslims, Muslims.
I beg your pardon, are the Muslims taking you for a ride?
No, the white people have been taking us for a ride for the past 400 years in America. The Muslims are straightening me up and teaching me the truth and saving my life so that I can see the hereafter. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us the religion of Islam, and I will die for it and give everything. But as far as taking me for a ride concerned, I've been the one that was taking me for a ride and still taking my people for a ride is the white people.
Tell me, champ, would you have been prepared to go into the army if it hadn't been for the Vietnam War?
No, under no conditions do we take part in wars to take lives of other humans.
by an eminent celebrity refusing to obey the orders of the federal government, Ali opened the door for anti-war supporters to voice their opinions. But he also opened the door for pro-war supporters to voice their opinions as well. After his refusal, a massive peaceful anti-war demonstration occurred at the Lincoln Memorial October 21, 1967. Those who gathered with signs and anti-war slogans protested the involvement of the U.S. in the Vietnam War. Later that night, 30,000 of the protesters marched to the Pentagon. The protesters were influenced by both Muhammad Ali and the Students for a Democratic Society. When Muhammad Ali refused the draft, he encountered those who felt he was unpatriotic in his decision. He also faced opposition when he called out Louis Farrakhan on the basis of Muslim principles. However, many stood by him through both instances. His influence as a celebrity and as a respected man helped him down the road when advocating for civil rights. Despite all the conflict, the Supreme Court ruled in the favor of Muhammad Ali in 1971 and reversed the 1967 draft evasion conviction. Muhammad Ali not only affected those that opposed the Vietnam War, but continues to affect people today. Ali inspires many to stand up for their beliefs and not to back down no matter the complications. He teamed up with Malcolm X to help the African Americans in the civil rights movement. His impact did not stop at the African American community. His actions of the past continue to influence and inspire those who face racial oppression and those who need an example of perseverance in tough times.